Good morning. Welcome to Energy Works. Today we're talking about faith to heal. So sometimes we need faith to feel like we're okay within our body, and we need faith to feel like we're okay in our mind, and faith to feel like we're okay with our family, our life, our world, the opportunities that are in our life, and the opportunity to try and do things a little differently. So sometimes we get very much stuck in Groundhog Day and find it hard to move forward or to do anything differently. So if we're going to talk about faith to be healed or to heal, what aspects of your life would you like to heal? Is it your past? Is it your body? Is it your mind? Is it your energy field that feels a little bit struggling? What is it? So where in your body is complaining or telling you that it's not okay? So we're going to start in our third chakra. So the third chakra is just above your belly button, right round, and it's about your ambition and power and your ability to make your life work. Sometimes we don't feel that we have the power to change anything in our life, but we absolutely do, and what we think about is what we get. So Jenny's mentioned she thinks her energy field is off. Well, that's what comes up first. All right, so I choose to align myself with the prosperous power of the universe. Okay, so I guess the universe has the opportunity, or if you want to see it as God, has the opportunity to bless us in many areas of our life. And it's like allowing ourselves to receive those blessings, and also knowing what to ask for and to listen to what the answer might be. All right, I am lighthearted. Sometimes it's a bit hard to be lighthearted when we're in difficult circumstances. I'm excited about all the possibilities that lay before me. I'm going beyond the limitations of my parents. I speak to myself, and about my life in positive ways. All right, so let's go into the heart chakra now. All right, I'm willing to go beyond my own limitations. I forgive others whether they deserve it or not. And I guess if we can't forgive, it's like we're dragging people around with us, which is not so healthy. And again, if there are things to be healed, where do you think you need healing? What aspect of your life, or what aspect of your body, or your mind, or your energy field, or your past, or your future that you can't think about in a better way? All right, this is in the throat chakra now. I am a powerful creator, and I think you all are powerful creators. I have power within my personal and professional relationships. And a lot of people are feeling not very powerful right now. But I think the more we can band together and support each other in holding the line about our values and what we think is important, the more we support each other. Good morning, Catherine. All right, back of the head, the brain. Jenny, her heart feels hurt. Family. All right, my throat and vocal cords are opening and smoothing. I forgive myself. So what do you need to forgive yourself for? All right, so we're going into our aura now. So hooks. So Catherine wants to include her daughter, Christy. She's had breathing difficulties since Pfizer a week ago. Oh, dear. Of course we'll include her. And anyone else that you'd like to include as well. Okay, so hooks. Let's go. Hooks from a male. All right, so why do I have such healthy boundaries? And I have the faith to be healed, which doesn't hold at the moment. Generational problem, dad's side, dad's mum, and the women. So low self-esteem is coming up here. So if you think about all our feelings being chemicals, and just like you can react to bad food, or if you have bad air or bad water, we don't feel well or good. You think if you go to Bali and you drink the water there, you'll get Bali belly. So it's like that. We can get Bali belly with our feelings. So sometimes our feelings don't. We're not digesting our feelings, or we're not processing our feelings. And so we can react to our feelings. And if you think about it, this goes down to a cell level. So every cell reacts to what we feel. So, in terms of, recovering from an injury like the vaccine, then it's like we need to be thinking right down to the cell level and believing that our cells can improve, and believing that our cells can fight and can be in a position to have less inflammation. So if we talk about inflammation, what's causing inflammation for you? So we can have toxins can cause inflammation. We can lack the right nutrients. We can have structural things not correct. So it's probably worth to have an adjustment when you don't feel right, because then the wiring to different organs can be affected from whatever injuries or things that have happened. All right, so in our aura, we can have, accumulation of negative energy from the past or current stuff. Okay, so females from the past. All right, so the fourth layer of the aura, which is like the astral body, so there's difficulties in this part. So we can have tears in our energy field. All right, we can have chronic collapse of our aura, so it's like it's not as fluffy and healthy as it should be. And there's a lady called Donna Eden. She's like the mother of energy medicine, and it's worth to have a look at some of her YouTube clips, fluffing up your aura, or there's a meridian dance that she teaches, and all those things are very helpful to help your body to run better and your energy field. All right, so present time. And some emotions stuck there. Feeling paranoid is also coming up. All right, so now we're going to go into the 8th chakra. So the 8th chakra is actually under the 1st chakra, which it goes into the ground. It's actually we're connected into the earth. So sometimes our connection isn't good. We need to make more effort to actually connect to the earth. All right, so not being fully present in our body. So, we talk about being grounded. Sometimes we're in our head and we can be off, off with the fairies, but being grounded and putting our feet actually in the ground, walking in the edge of the ocean or the river, or sitting in the grass, even just the dirt, holding your pot plant if you're desperate, like get connected. All right, so vetiver oil you could also use for that grounding, and also to pass through the difficult things. And also I've found, in very deep pain, that vetiver is very useful. All right, I see the natural beauty of this planet and give thanks. I'm grateful for every meal. All right, so the connection and love of your natural environment can drive you to ground and to help the planet. And so I think at this point the planet is really in difficulty, not only the planet but the people on the planet. So we need to be praying and meditating for the whole planet. All right, so some generational stuff here from mum and mum's mum and the women. Now, if we think about like the windows to your soul, it's like we should let in light and inspiration and all these wonderful things come into us. But we also need to keep out the negative, because sometimes if we're open, we can let in negative thoughts or entities or other negativity. So it's like having good boundaries to let in the good and keep out the negative. All right, so it's like I'm just checking on windows and shutters. So there's quite a few shutters. So watch what you allow in your mind and in your home. We want to keep out the negativity. If what's going on at the moment troubles you, turn off the TV. Do not watch. Do not listen. Do not be part of. You can look up things if you need to as necessary, or other people will tell you for sure. So, block out the negativity, make your home a place that's a haven. Only allow in good feelings, good vibration, high vibration music, food, water, everything, lift up your vibration and your life. I did have someone that we sent. Let's find it. There it is. So there were suggestions to take for people doing the virus. This is from Universal Health. So vitamin D, like 5,000 to 10,000 international units a day. Becozinc by Biomedica, 25 to 30 milligrams twice a day. Lactoferrin, 2 capsules in the morning and 2 capsules at night. That's from MedLab. Liposomal vitamin C, 2,000 milligrams twice a day. Biotress, which is for stress, 1 capsule in the morning. NAC, which is N-acetylcysteine, 650 to 700 milligrams twice a day. And glutathione, 500 milligrams a day. And those last two they suggested on an empty stomach. Quercetin, which is a bioflavonoid that helps your body to use vitamin C, 500 to 1,000 milligrams twice daily. Astaxanthin, 5 milligrams twice daily. So for those that take the doTERRA Long Life Vitality, there is astaxanthin, I think, in the omegas. Melatonin, 10 milligrams in the evening, and hydrated bentonite clay, 15 mils twice a day. Nature Sunshine have that. There's a post-vac homeopathic, so I'll have to ask. That's from Brower, I think, NBWS post-vac. And there's a vaccine-specific homeopathic that you can get from Martin and Pleasant. So apparently you can ring them up and ask them for that. So they're things that are suggested to do before and afterwards. Sometimes you could do other C, so you could use C-Max or Clinical C, or you could do liposomal glutathione as well. And quercetin can be placed with Bioflam. So these are things that should be done to help your body pre and post if you're going to do that. So there are other protocols that can be done which are more medical. As a prevention, they do ivermectin. So there's a lot of controversy about ivermectin, but apparently it's been used for a long time. And, your doctor can prescribe it. There's been a lot of publicity about it, but I think there's been ulterior motives because ivermectin and hydroxychloroquine are very cheap. And so there's been a conflict of interest for the pharmaceutical companies because they would prefer to sell something that they make more money from. So anyway, I won't speak more of that. You need to do your homework on that yourself. All right. Anyone else? Let's check in how your heart goes, Jenny, and let's see if there's anything else to clear for Christy. So we're going to plug in all that nutrition as if Christy's had that already for 6 weeks. But I still would take it. All right, so now we're going into the 9th chakra, which is above the crown chakra. So the crown chakra is up here, so the 9th chakra is higher. All right, so this is about having greater connection to be had with our intuition. The knowledge base of the soul enables not only awareness, but also deeper reliance on our internal compass. Thanks, Jenny. Oh, feels better. Oh, good. That's good to hear, Catherine. All right, so what we view through media leaves imprints of a negative nature, images and feelings of suffering. So especially if you're an empath, you need to be very careful what you watch, what you allow in. And what helps also is mixing with people of a high vibration. Now, sometimes it's difficult to actually mix with someone, but you could agree to go for a walk with that person, or you could talk on the phone. I would suggest that you do have people that you regularly contact that you know uplift you, and do what it takes for you to be okay. Read a good book, whether it's, stuff to help improve your life, or it's someone's life story, or if you just need to read a novel to, have peace. And spikenard oil also comes up here. All right. Spikenard teaches individuals to be grateful for their challenges as well as their blessings. It also assists individuals in transcending their sorrows through being grateful for their present life circumstances. So through complete surrender and acceptance, the soul may be brought into peace and harmony. So you could rub it and inhale it to get it in. Okay, so we're going higher again. Above the 9th chakra is the 10th, which is about 2.5 to 3 meters above the crown chakra. So what's coming up in the 10th chakra as well is skin issues. So Catherine's mentioned Christy's vibration is low. She's depressed about the lockdown. Her husband is very pro-government and vaccination, even though she's been affected by it. And he works for New South Wales Health. Oh, that's conflict of interest there, isn't there? All right, so let's check on our vibration. Yeah, so 50. So vibration we do out of 1,000. This is like Dr. David Hawkins. He has like a scale of consciousness, he calls it, from 0 to 1,000. And so lower vibration isn't the nicest place to be. All right, so this is the level of apathy. Yeah, huge conflict. Yeah. I think there's a lot of deceit that's happening right now in what we're being told, and everyone needs to do their homework, and you can't use the normal channels because it's become propaganda, unfortunately. So anyway, do your homework. All right, so it's almost like feeling numb to life around them. All right, so you can ask about someone's habitual frequency, and then you can see what their frequency is right now at this particular point if they're having a problem. So if we ask for the whole world, it's about 120, which isn't very nice. Yeah, so this is a level of addiction for people to like sex, money, prestige, power. So I think, we can see that there's a lot of power-hungry people right now that are trying to rule the world. All right, so now the vibrations come up a little bit higher to neutrality. So neutrality is the level of flexibility. To be neutral, you are, for the most part, unattached to outcomes. At this level, you are satisfied with your current life situation and tend not to have a lot of motivation towards self-improvement or excellence in your career. You realize the possibilities, but don't make the sacrifices required to reach a higher level. So I guess we need to come back to our heart there, because often we have things that we're inspired to do in our heart. And it's like you have to tune back into your heart to make a connection to what it is that you need to do. And when you know what's in your heart and you're willing to do something about it, then you feel motivated. Then you're willing to put the effort in. All right, so lifting the vibration again. We're up to acceptance now. So this is where you start to become the creator of your life experiences. So combined with the skills learned in the willingness phase, you begin to awaken your potential through action. Here's where you begin to set and achieve goals and actively push yourself beyond your previous limitations. Up to this point, you've generally been reactive to what life throws at you. Here's where you turn that around, take control, and become proactive. All right, so lifting the vibration again. We're now up to joy. As love becomes more unconditional, there follows a constant accompaniment of true happiness. No personal tragedy or world event could ever shake someone living at this level of consciousness. They seem to inspire and lift all those who come in contact with them. Your life is now in complete harmony in the will of divinity, and the fruits of that harmony are expressed in your joy. So I guess if we're not feeling joy and we're not able to rise above what's going on, we need to make a deeper connection divinely and to allow that to keep ourself focused. So a friend of ours, he is quite philosophical. I'll read you part of what he said. All right, so this is what this friend said. He said, "What I won't do is get worked up over something that I cannot control, as there is no meaningful or constructive outcome to that. It is a mental dead end that will incapacitate my ability to see clearly and function. It just stops me moving forward. At those times, it helps to zoom out and remind myself that God knows the end from the beginning and is in charge, which includes allowing things to happen. After doing what I can, the question then remains, is there anything else I need to do? Sometimes the answer is no." And I think that's a timely reminder. That's our friend Neil Campbell said that. I think we have to look at, what we can influence in our life, and we can influence our own health and our own energy field. We can influence our own mind. And if we help our mind and our energy field and our body to feel better, we can influence those around us. Good morning, Christine. And I guess there's the old saying, isn't it? What doesn't kill us makes us stronger. So, are we allowing this to weaken us, or are we allowing this to strengthen us and to grow our spiritual muscles that we may, be stronger no matter what happens? So the last time we mentioned Dr. Viktor Frankl, who I think he was a psychologist, and he, lost everything in the war. He was in concentration camps, and he decided that they couldn't choose or change his attitude, so he could determine that. And I think that's where we have to go back, that we need to determine what our energy is, do what we can. If there are, letters or emails that we need to write to express concern to our leaders about what's going on, and if we need to contact, newspapers or radio stations or television stations, like one person represents something like 400 people, I was told when I made a phone call once. So express what you feel in your heart to express, and then get on with your life and live it in the best way possible. As you are inspired to call someone or to drop a package to someone, go do it. You are allowed to go outside of your area on compassionate grounds. If there's a reason and someone is not okay, it is much more important to take care of the people that are not okay. And we need to be mindful of who isn't okay in our circumstance and reach out to these people or persons and reassure them that they are loved and cared for, and do whatever it takes to help those around us to be okay. And that, each of us have days that we're not okay. There's days that I was having difficulty sleeping. So my mum very kindly bought me some melatonin spray, a homeopathic spray, which I find helps quite well. So, if you're stuck with something or something's not working in your life, reach out and ask for help. Allow people that love you to help you. When we help each other, we feel more connected. So we need to allow people to help us, and we need to allow ourselves to help others, because that's how we unite humanity, by love and kindness to each other. There's no point being critical of what other people choose. We need to remember we're all humanity, and that if we are divided, we're going to fall. But if we unite, we can be strong. So, whoever you meet, show love, show kindness, accept them no matter what they think or feel, accept, show love. All right, back to the throat chakra. All right, anyone else? We're talking about faith to be healed today. What parts of you need to be healed? Are there any bits that are complaining? All right, so what's coming up in the throat chakra is vulnerability. So what makes you feel vulnerable? And the throat chakra, of course, is around here. So you could get a sore neck, you could have throat problems, thyroid problems, parathyroid, teeth, gums, jaw, all that can be your lower sinuses, pharynx, larynx, all that is involved in that throat chakra. All right, I'm comfortable expressing my authentic self. And I really think it is important at this point to express our authentic self, because as we either use our art or our craft, Julie's mentioned tongue, yes, tongue, art or craft, or whatever it is that we do, whether we write poetry or whether we cook or we dance or whatever we do, we need to do that and share it, because we enable another person to do it. And even though we might be uncomfortable or feel that our gift isn't wonderful, it's worth to share because we inspire someone else to do it. All right, so let's look up tongue. So I'm in Inner Siegel's book. So Catherine's mentioned, she said, I'm expressing myself and I feel fantastic. Hooray! And you have wonderful things to express. Go you. All right, trying to deceive yourself by pretending everything is okay when in actuality changes need to be made. Feeling suppressed, abandoned or ostracized, difficulty speaking and standing up for yourself and your beliefs. All right, so the colour red comes up. This is from Inna Siegel's book. So this is what she says about the colour red. So you could wear something red, or you could have a red picture, or you could wear your red shoes today, or if you have a red ring or a red necklace or scarf. So sensuality comes up, so sort of enjoying the good feelings in your body and achievement. So red draws money, new opportunities and prosperity into your life. It also awakens your creativity and helps you achieve your goals. Use red as a powerful healing agent for treating blood disorders and improving circulation. It's been used to heal diseases, dry up sores or wounds, warm, cold areas, and reduce pain. It helps release adrenaline and stimulates mental and physical energy. Thus, red can assist with releasing depression, hopelessness, stuckness, and immobility. Engage it as a detoxifier to dissolve toxic energies, thoughts, and feelings from your body. So get out that red shirt you haven't worn for ages. All right, representing fire, growth, excitement, danger, and destruction, red gives a sense of power. It stimulates the sensory nervous system and is beneficial to those who suffer from deficiencies of smells, taste, sight, hearing, and touch. It excites the nerves and blood to build hemoglobin. The heat that is generated from the colour red is also great for relaxing contracted muscles and clearing congestion and mucus from the body. It can help with treating anemia, bronchitis, colds, constipation, listlessness, pneumonia, reproductive problems, tuberculosis, and paralysis. So, of course, we can have too much of a colour, but I think that would be helpful at the moment. So Julie said, wow, spot on. I think a lot of people would feel like that right now. Yeah, I agree. So get out your red scarf today, or whatever red thing that you have, your red leggings, your red socks, anything. Pull it out and use it to help lift your power. All right, so we're just going to go into the second chakra for a moment, which is just below your belly button, around the sacrum. So I guess this is to go back into what you feel, feeling the good and the joy in your body. All right, I'm a creative and sensual being. All right, we work together for my highest good, so that's talking about God. All right, I'm able to enjoy all emotions and give them room for expression. Okay, so that's my challenge for you today, to actually enjoy sensations within your body, to enjoy, the feelings of fabrics or sounds or sights or things that you look at that might bring you joy and pleasure, to help you actually be more in your body, less in your head, and more grounded, more connected. Just by way of announcement, we have an Energy Works next week from the 23rd to 25th. So unfortunately, we can't do it in person right now. So we'll be doing it online. So you're welcome to, inquire about that. We'll probably be doing it via Zoom, something like 9:30 till 3-ish, I think. And if you're interested in learning, or if you're interested in just doing a refresher, please contact me if you would like to do that, if that interests you, because I think it's very powerful to be able to clear energy to help understand yourself and your family. All right, so Jenny said she's heading to Audley today, so she will do that. Very good. Yeah, be grounded. All righty. Well, all the best. Actually, we will be doing a advanced energy works in October as well. Hopefully that will be able to be in person, and that will be, I'll have to get back to you on the dates, but it will be a Friday, a Monday and a Tuesday. So I think it's like 15th, 18th and 19th, I think. That's how it goes. All righty. All the best to you. Have the faith to heal and have the faith to be healed, and have the faith that you can help to heal others. Okay. See ya.